cook with no water, no oils, no fats in an airtight container at 187 degrees. Now the benefit of all that is we keep on average 93% nutrition in your food. So when you put your food into Salamaster and you cook after Salamaster, it keeps all that nutrition. So when you eat the food, it heals your body from the inside out. That's what this is. Okay? You have to build value, guys. You have to build value. So I want you to think of yourself like a barrister in a court of law. Okay? A barrister can't just talk. They've got to give evidence. When you go on a show, at the start of the show, the customer is the judge and the jury. Do you understand? The defendant over here in the dock is Mr. and Mrs. Nonstick, Aluminium, and Stainless Steel. Okay. And your job is to give the judge and the jury evidence beyond any reasonable doubt. When they do that, they go cash, Visa, and they have it on PCI or something when they do the business with you. Do you understand? That's your job. Now, a barrister has to give evidence. Don't just let me waffling. So what I found out is the more visuals I give, the more value I build. Does that make sense? So I just want to share a couple of things because I know you do all this stuff. And the first thing you've got to do is you've got to understand that this is not just cookware. You know, this is an item that if we demonstrate it properly, can make a difference in someone's lives, isn't it? Yes. Yeah? Okay, so you just need to get into that and give the customer evidence. So one of the things I like to do is when we're frying the chicken, you know, I tip the chicken, I tip the electric skillet to the side and I say to the customer, can you see what's happening here? What we're doing is we're cooking the oils out of the chicken, not into the chicken. See, if you just stop and think about this for a second, the only reason you use cooking oil is not because the chicken needs the oil. It's not because you need the oil. It's because you're cookware. And you see how I'm posing? That's how you got to deliver it, because your cookware needs the oil. Because you see, if you put the chicken into a saucepan with no oils and you turn it on high heat, what would happen? It'll burn. So, you see, with Salamaster, we use the natural oils to cook the chicken. And then I turn around to them. By the way, at the start of every presentation, while we're setting up, plates and everything, I always ask for cooking oil. And they give you the cooking oil. It's very important you get the oil. And you have it on standby, because this is what I do. I get the oil, then I pour the oil like that. And I said, you know what, ma'am, sir, if I gave you this oil to drink, would you drink it? So why do you eat it? You see, we don't think about it. What I found is I used to say it, but I didn't give the visual. If I pour this oil down your sink, what would happen? So what do you think happens when we drink this oil? When we eat it? Well, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I don't think putting this in is going to do you any favors. What do you think? So if we can keep this out of the cooking process, is that a good thing? And who is that good for? It's good for you, isn't it? And what is that worth to you and your family to keep this out? You know, just stop and think about that for a second. You see, if Salamaster stays, this goes. But if Salamaster goes, this stays. Who would you like to stay? I knew I was in the right crowd. Look, guys, there's so much stuff. You are so fortunate here because you have the ADA. You have this relationship with Salamaster, but you've got to use it to build value. Don't make any health claims. Don't say things are not there. But give people evidence. Give them real life facts. Give them value. Does that make sense? Okay? And you'll find out that every presentation is going to be there. Stop selling. I want you to go into the homes to change your life. You've heard it being said again and again and again. Don't go in there to sell. Go to change a life. Go to make a difference. Okay? One more? Do you want one more? Okay, look, before I do that, I do want to recognize Catherine Island and Matt Island, because I think they've done a phenomenal job behind the scenes, working for us for all the little programs with the ADA and Food for Life. And we have got so much talent in this room. Yes or no? Yeah. Have the speakers not been fantastic? Yes or no? I mean, I'm running out of space on my phone. I've been filming. I'm thinking like, when you start looking for things to delete, so you can just get more memory. Okay? That's where I am, guys. We have had some phenomenal information, but unless you go out and cook, unless you put this apron on, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. I saw somebody the other day was admiring my Rolls Royce. And they said, wow, it's a fantastic car. I said, no, it's dinners. Just cook. If you cook enough. So one last thing I'm going to show you. You get to the end of your presentation. You've done your part test. You want to do the summary. Okay? And I said to the customer, let me show you how you cook right now. So you know your carrot from your carrot test. Don't throw it away. Keep it to one side. So when I get to the end, this is what I do. I said, let me show you how you cook right now. So let's pretend this is your cookware. What you do is you take the carrots and you put it in there. And then to cook, we need water, don't we? Yes. Yeah? So I get the water and I pour the water in. And normally what I try and do is use the water from the non-stick pan or one of the, it's a bit murky. Then I said, do you use oil when you cook? They go, yeah. How many times a week do you cook at home? And it goes, say 5 times. Then I get the oil and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go, do you use salt? Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you use spices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after I've done that, okay, I haven't got a fork, but what I do is I just mix it all around and I go, look at that. That's how you're cooking right now. Okay? Then I get another glass. Okay? And I put that in and I go, and this is how we cook with Salad Master. Now, which one of the two do you think is better for you? This or Salad Master? You see, if Salad Master stays, this goes. If Salad Master goes, this stays. Who would you like to stay? Well, let me be the first to welcome you to the Salad Master family. Guys, look. We have a phenomenal product, but the product cannot talk on its own. You are the translator for that product. Make sure when you go into a home and you do a presentation, you give it your best. You do a beautiful value-building presentation. If this cookware could talk, it wouldn't go into the house with some people. It just said, I'm not going with you. No. Okay? So we have a phenomenal product. Can we make sure that when we go into every home, we put on a professional presentation, we make Salad Master, it is the best, but it is only the best when you demonstrate it the right way and you build value and you show the world that we not only have the best product in the world, we have the best people in the world, and we have the best opportunity. Yes or no? Yes! Okay, guys, build value. Thank you.